Welcome, initiates, to a masterclass in the silent arts. And no, we're not just talking about etiquette here. We are talking about pure survival. Today, we're going to tackle one of humanity's most ancient and, well, delicate social challenges.
You know the feeling. We've all been there. You're trapped. The pressure is building, the walls are closing in, and a social catastrophe feels like it's just moments away. But hey, don't you worry, because today, you stop being a victim. Today, you become a fart ninja.
Okay, first things first, we have to understand the battlefield. This isn't just about avoiding a little bit of embarrassment. No, this is a high-stakes mission where your social honor is hanging in the balance. And this right here, this is the core of the conflict. It doesn't matter if you're at a wedding or in a quiet yoga class, the enemy can strike anywhere, at any time. This is the universal challenge every warrior has to face. And today, you're gonna learn how to win.
Which, brings us to a really key part of this whole art form. Before you can even think about defeating your foe, you have to know your foe. Knowledge is always the first step to a silent and successful victory.
So, you're going to face two primary adversaries. First, you've got the silent but deadly, a true ninja. Then there's the trumpet blast, which is basically a full frontal auditory assault. Your strategy has to change for each one, because each requires a completely different skill set to counter.
Take a good look at these common mission failures. Seriously, these are the traps that catch the unprepared. A quiet library, a packed elevator, these are rookie mistakes, and we are not going to be rookies. All right, let's get to the good stuff. Now it's time for your training in the ancient arts of misdirection and silent release. This is where you learn the actual techniques. These are your bread and butter tools for sound camouflage. A perfectly timed cough or a loud drag of your shoe can give you the perfect cover for a quick tactical release. And dropping your keys? That's a classic for a reason. It creates both a sound and a visual distraction. And just look at this. The data is crystal clear. Creating a sudden vocal distraction actually increases your chance of a clean getaway by a scientifically proven 37%. That's a powerful psychological tool. You gotta use it. Okay, now we're moving on to physical technique. You have to master the lean. Think of this as the cornerstone of silent release. A subtle shift of your weight is all it takes to create that crucial escape channel. It's going to require balance, some subtlety, and of course, supreme confidence.
So, once you've mastered being still, you have to master motion. With the step and release, movement becomes your greatest ally. You release while you're moving, creating this moving cloud of plausible deniability. By the time anyone even notices, you're already gone. You see, a true ninja uses their environment. You have to use the energy of the crowd to hide your own. A big burst of laughter, a round of applause, these are your moments. Let the crowd provide its own cover for you.
But what happens when a mission goes wrong? What if you're about to be detected? You absolutely must have an exit strategy. You have to act fast.
Your first and simplest option, just leave. Don't run, don't look back, just fade into the background like a confused tourist who suddenly remembered they left the oven on. Just disappear. Now, if you can't escape, you have to immediately become a fellow victim. Scrunch up your nose in disgust, look around with an expression that just screams, "Who would do such a thing?" Your goal here is to join the accusers before you become the accused. But what if escape is totally impossible? Then you have to go on the offensive. Now this is a master-level move, okay? It's reserved for only the boldest of students, but if you pull it off, it creates an instant, unshakable alibi. You have to execute this line with flawless sincerity. I mean, you need to deliver it with a mix of genuine confusion and mild disgust. If, and it's a big if, but if you can pull this off, you will not only escape blame, you will achieve legendary status among your peers. All right, your training is almost complete. We've covered offense, defense, and emergency protocols. So let's just quickly review the core tenets of a true fart ninja.
I want you to internalize these 4 pillars of mastery. Know your body, know the crowd, adapt in an instant, and above all else, maintain a perfect poker face. The ultimate lesson of all your training is this: control is absolutely everything.
And that's really the ultimate lesson here, isn't it? Flatulence is a certainty, but public shame, that's a choice. You now have the tools. You now have the strategies. You are equipped.
Your training is complete.
The knowledge is yours, so the only question that remains is, what are you going to do with this profound power? Go forth and be silent.